In this video, I want to show you guys how to cut out a part on the CNC router for your final project. First thing to do is save your file. I'm going to call this CNC part. Stands for Computer Numerical Control, or a robotically made part. And I'm going to save it. Make sure you can find where you've saved it in your data panel to know that it is a place that you can get to later. Alright. The part I want to make today is a gear. We're going to go to Utilities, Add-ins, Scripts and Add-ins. There's a built-in component to Fusion for making gears. And if you want to, first you got to scroll down and select Spur Gear, which is the yellow and blue one, not the other one, and run it. And we're going to do a small number of teeth for a small part today, 6. And then this number here should be 0.12. And this number here, the inside hole of your gear, should be 0.375, but you won't need to get that right for this first assignment. I'm going to click OK, and it's going to make a gear. Now we're going to cut it out on the CNC router by writing some manufacturing code for it. I'm going to switch back to solid modeling from Utilities in case I need that later, and then go from Design to Manufacture. In Manufacture, we are going to tell the machine what units we're using, where 0 is, and where the material we're cutting it out of is. So first we're going to change our units from millimeters to inches, and then we're going to create a setup, new setup, and we're going to move our origin point here to the bottom corner. If you need to reorient your z-axis a different direction, you can click on the beginning of the arrow and then on any vertical line. But we don't need to do that. We're going to click once on here and once down here to move our axes to the corner. And then we're going to go to Stock and change these offsets to 0 so that our part and our stock are actually the same size. And click OK. Then we're going to right-click on Setup and Create from Template and select Template. You may already have this template from the previous project, but if you don't, you go to Schoology and go to the CNC Resources in Materials and CNC Toolpath Templates, and then you go into grab the 2D contour, click once, and then click once to download it again here. Back in Fusion, you can find that downloaded file by clicking on Local and then Import and finding that in your downloads right here, and click Open and then Select. It shows up in this menu here. You have to click the down arrow to find it right here. And then we're going to make 2 copies of this because we have a hole that we need to cut out first and then the outside edge which we need to cut out second. So we're going to go to Copy and right click on Setup 1 and Paste. So now we have 2 of these in here. All the code's been written for you. Just need to select what you're applying it to. So in this one I'm going to edit it and go to my second tab, which is Geometry. And this first toolpath here is going to cut out our circle in the middle. So I'm going to grab this bottom edge right here and click OK. You can't click the top circle. You got to go to the very bottom of that to know that it's going to cut all the way down and all the way through your part. This one here we're going to use for the outside contour, and we're going to edit it and Geometry and grab this bottom profile around the outside of your gear. Click OK. Okay, this is ready to go to the machine now. It's going to cut out the inside and the outside, and it's going to look like this. You can right-click on your setup and simulate it to see how it cuts by clicking the little play button here. I'm going to slow it down a little bit so you can see how it goes. Cuts out the hole, cuts out the outside, and does that in 2 passes. Statistics. This will take 29 seconds to make, pretty good timing, and we'll click Close to get out of Simulate. Right click on Setup 1 again and go to Post Process to send it to the machine. You will need to select this ShopBot Open SBP if you haven't done that before by clicking on Post Library little folder here, and then searching for SBP and choosing the not HandyBot one, the ShopBot Open one. I already have it. And then you're going to select a folder that is your flash drive that you put into your computer. And then you're going to call it your name and click Post. If you can't see the Post button, you'll have to move around the window because your screen's too small and it will be hidden below your screen. I'm going to call this Blake Year, and I'm going to post it to my folder and go cut it out. All right, I hope that works, and let me know if you have any questions.